5G ready, Qualcomm Snapdragon 865, Super AMOLED display, and Samsung camera sensor. These are the new things that the new Realme X50 Pro 5G can give, and it's definitely the best smartphone that Realme can offer right now. I know the upcoming Realme flagship with Snapdragon 888 with 5G will be announced pretty soon, so why bother buying this rather than waiting for the new wave to arrive? Hey guys, this is Gian of Gadget Pilipinas, and today let's dive into the Realme X50 Pro 5G. Before we start, I just would like to say that this video is not sponsored by Realme. However, Realme sent over this unit and this jacket for us to feature and review. Now, Realme is not a stranger to innovation and global successes. In esports lingo, you can actually call Realme as a try-hard, that is, having a higher than usual effort and having an excessively high emotional investment for the level of play in which they are competing. In fact, in IDC Quarterly Mobile Tracker for the third quarter of 2020, Realme ranked number 1 with over 25.4% market share and a stunning 80.7% quarterly growth. Now, Realme started to cover all bases this 2020. While their main focus is being the technology of first choice for the new generation, it is obvious that they've got a specific device that can compete with each category. They've got budget, mid-range, high-end, and flagship devices, along with few AIoT products. There's a Realme in every price point, and this is the very reason why I think that it took a while for them to offer this Realme X50 Pro 5G. This smartphone was announced way back in February 2020, and it's only now that they're selling it in the Philippines. Why? According to Realme, they waited for 5G certification and Android 11 rollout for better and smoother experience. But from my consumer perspective, I think it's simple. They can now price it way more affordable, and they can easily partner with a telco brand with a growing and reliable 5G connection. Part of covering all bases is partnering with a telco brand. Realme X50 Pro 5G is the first postpaid partnership of Realme Philippines via Smart Signature Plan 1499 with 6,900 one-time monthly amortization. This means that you're getting a flagship smartphone for a cash equivalent of 16,500 and up to 5G mobile service for 24 months. As for the mobile service, you're getting about 10 gig of data with data rollover for the following month, unlimited all-net texts, unlimited all-net calls, and 100 minutes of calls to PLDT. With this plan configuration, you're basically getting a smartphone with better performance, if not the same, versus the local version of the Samsung Galaxy S20 Plus, which may be availed via similar plan, but with 34,200 initial cash out and 1,499 monthly amortization. Again, if you're on the fence on the Galaxy S20 Plus, the Realme X50 Pro 5G is an option that is hard to pass on. But what do you guys think? I'd love to know in the comment section down below. Now, what about the specs of the Realme X50 Pro 5G? Apart from the X3 Pro, which Realme did not actually release in the Philippines, this smartphone is the first among the many smartphones to have Snapdragon 865. This has an octa-core processor, Adreno 650 GPU, and 12 gigs of RAM. In terms of performance, this phone can get on par with OnePlus 8, Galaxy S20 Plus, and Oppo Find X2 Pro. Here are some benchmark results for your reference. Undoubtedly, you can play your favorite games on this device without issues. I played games like Genshin Impact, Wild Rift, Mobile Legends, and Call of Duty, and they did not show any struggles and lags while being played on the X50 Pro. In terms of display technology, this one has a 90Hz Super AMOLED display by Samsung with Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection. I guess if you're particular about display refresh rate, X50 Pro 5G's refresh rate is rated lower than other flagships, which can go as high as 120Hz. This, however, should not be an issue if you're more after display quality rather than high refresh rate. Last but not the least, the X50 Pro 5G boasts a 64-megapixel sensor powered by Samsung ISOCELL GW1. This 1.17-inch sensor packs in 38% more pixels than a 48-megapixel camera and has features for improved color reproduction, ISO, and hybrid 3D HDR. Complementing this 64-megapixel camera are 12-megapixel f2.5 telephoto, 8-megapixel f2.3 ultrawide, and 2-megapixels f2.4 for depth sensing. For its front cameras, it has 32 megapixels f2.5 wide and another 8 megapixels f2.2 ultrawide. Here are some sample photos I took using the rear and front-facing cameras. This smartphone can also take up to 4K 60 FPS for the rear camera and up to 1080p for its front camera. You can use both the front and the rear in taking slow motion videos. There is one particular feature that I like, which is inertial zoom. This lets you zoom in and out smoothly while taking a video. It's impressive, and I think that Realme is the first to have this kind of feature. Now, here are some sample videos that I took. The Realme X50 Pro 5G is a huge step up for Realme to introduce high-end products to more Filipinos. As their first smartphone to be offered via a telco plan, this gives us an idea of how serious Realme is when it comes to broadening their reach in the Philippine market. However, I need to address the elephant in the room, which may also be the same concern of some Filipinos. Why buy now when the future of Realme can provide something better? It's simple. Because it's technically more affordable than other current flagship smartphones, and the performance you get is somewhat similar, if not better, than the ones in the market right now. Well, that's it for now, guys. This has been our initial review of the Realme X50 Pro 5G. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, consider subscribing to this channel. We post 2 to 3 videos per week, and I would love it if you could join our small community by also clicking the notification bell below if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on Facebook, I would love it if you can click that like button. Again, this has been Gian. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!